Hey everyone, Miss Davis here. Welcome back to my channel, Davis Nation. Excited to bring you another great video. Let's jump into it. I was asked to play in a quartet at Miss Berwick's wedding. It was in July, a couple weeks ago, and it was at the historic Jasmine Plantation. Very nice facility for a wedding with beautiful flowers, shrubs, gardens, lots of old-timey things, and she loves history, so very cool. First thing after you find the joint is to go ahead and get to it. So here, Miss Johnson and I, who is another strings teacher at Patrick Henry and Liberty Middle School, and Ashlyn, we're walking in, trying to get ourselves together. We're just following the signs and heading to the ceremony location. They had a little rain set up, but it rained the other day, but not the day we were playing. And y'all, let me tell you, we were walking and I was sweating. I was like, how far are we going to walk? It wasn't like it was super far, but it felt far. I was hot and the heat just didn't let up. So we got our music set up, and whenever you play a wedding gig, you always got to check the venue. Is it indoor or outdoor? And I knew it was outdoors, but I was so hot. And oh my goodness, I was trying to zoom in on little spiders and ants. I wore my cute shoes. I was mad. Oh my goodness. But it was nice. This was my best friend right here. This off, okay? That was my best friend.
Hey, whatever works.
So they were still setting up some things. It was really cool to see the setup. Everyone's waiting for the bride to come down. So we get ourselves tuned up outside. All the instruments kept going out of tune. And I was very glad that I brought my school violin to use, not my personal violin, because it was just a lot. It was a lot. But it was still great, but I was just being extra. Oh my goodness. I didn't know if I was going to make it. I did not know. Seriously, y'all. I was up here breathing. There is her groom. Oh man. Stacy's mom came out and gave us a little gift of love. She didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, Mrs. Van. And Mrs. Johnson had these really cute music made like clips, like binder clips. And it was great. Here I am still sweated my hair out. Yeah, this video is being sponsored by Water and Off. Water and Off, let me tell you guys. So then we took a break and I had to pause and just stretch and stand up for a second. I tried to go to another seat, but that didn't work. There was just no air anywhere. But yeah. Here we go. Mrs. Van coming down the aisle looking gorgeous and all cute and stuff. It was a very nice ceremony. Short, sweet, simple, to the point. Truly a blessing to be a part of this. So thank you so much for having us. She looks so cute. I love a long veil. And there is her dog. I cannot remember her dog's name. I know she's like, oh, you don't remember my dog? But her dog was there. He was the ring bearer. Yes, ring bearer. And guys, one of the sweetest things after the ceremony, announced the bride. She came over and said hey to us and personally thanked us. It was so sweet. Thank you for that. Then it was time to pack up. And guess what? We were actual guests at the wedding too, so it was time to put the instruments away and come back inside and let's party. We were seated at the Edvard Grieg table. They had it so cute set up. We were supposed to have more people at our table, but it was like half a table. It was still fun though. It was cool. We were at table 11. Table 11 was awesome, and it was me, Mrs. Johnson, the other Mrs. Johnson, and then Miss Johnson's husband, who's the teacher at Patrick Henry. They also had this little house part where the bathroom was, and snuck in there a couple of times, actually more than a couple times, for some cool air, and because it was real cute. They had lots of different little stuff in there. Very, historic, older stuff that, Mrs. Van likes. There was a host for the wedding, and he was really cool. I liked him, and that was nice. They did the opening where the bride and the groom and the whole party comes out. We stood up, we clapped, and we cheered. Woo, Mr. and Mrs. Van. Look at y'all. It was beautifully decorated, so kudos to the design team. Her matron of honor gave a speech. There were more speeches. They did this fun little dance where they invite all the couples up, and then they count down the number, no, or they count up the number of years like people have been married. And so like the last couple standing gets this huge applause for love, and here they are. I think that was 45 years. That's Miss Miss Van's parents. I don't know who these people were, but they won 45 years. Zooming in on my fan because I was hot, and I had a little bit of hors d'oeuvres and did have some good food. These cupcakes, bomb, 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 bomb. Man, these cupcakes were good. I wish I could have took another cupcake. I should have, but I only had one. So here's the cupcake before and after. Here's our entire quartet: Mrs. Johnson, Mrs. Van, myself, and Mrs. Johnson, former strength teacher in Chesterfield, someone who I really look up to and still perform with in Petersburg. Thank you so much, Mrs. Van, for having me as a hire and as a guest at your wedding. Super sweet. Guys, playing at a wedding is a lot of work, but you can do it. You just got to be ready. I'm going to put up some tips here for you.